Thank you, Pietro, for this very nice introduction. Really appreciate it. And I'm also honored to be here today among you in this very interesting and stimulating conference. For me, actually, it's the first time here, but I feel that I belong to this community. Although I know that I have a very narrow focus that is on emotions, and especially on complex emotions, more specifically on the emotion of awe. To disentangle what awe is, please keep the word awesome and then consider just the very first three letters. That is the emotion that I study. Very fascinating emotion. I fell in love with in 2015, totally by chance, while I was studying something completely different, that was transformative experiences. This is how people can change their life in a very profound way and also drastic way. How can science explain this kind of transformation? And while I was studying this phenomena, very fascinating phenomena, I bumped into the emotion of awe. Actually, at that time was very little studied emotion, as these two guys, Kellner and Hyde, said in the seminal work on this emotion, published in 2003, in which, for the very first time, psychology and especially scientific community was allowed to consider awe as something that could be scientifically studied. And this was one of the most important part of the story, because it implies that the scientific study of this phenomenon is quite young. However, as Pietro said before, we have produced a lot of different articles, especially experimental article studies, about the potential and the power of this emotion for improving mental health and well-being at the individual, group, and societal level. To be honest, awe was around even thousand and thousand years ago, and in different cultures. Even in the Hindu epic Marbella, it was mentioned the fact that the hero Arjuna had the possibility to receive the so-called cosmic high. So he